Hi, I'm Harris Lee. Welcome to Subpar Cooking. Today's episode, Kraft Mac and Cheese. Psych! Welcome back to the real Subpar Cooking. Today's recipe, homemade mac and cheese. Your ingredients for today are medium shell pasta, flour, however many cheeses you want, we have 5 here, milk, and butter. First, we have to cook the pasta, and to do that, we're gonna need a massive pot. You're gonna wanna bring 3 quarts of water to boil. Now this is just 1, so let's get it. Water. It's not quite 4. There you go. There's your first quart. Dump that in. 3 quarts of fresh tap water. Now you're gonna want to bring this behemoth of a pot over the flame and make that boil. If you want, you can add a bit of salt to the water. Don't know what it does, maybe it adds flavor. Not really too sure. But either way, 2 teaspoons. Just sprinkle right in. Now pour in your pasta. The water should be at a rapid boil, stirring gently. You're gonna want to cook the noodles for about 13 to 15 minutes until they're soft, or if you're into a bit of fanciness, al dente. Now, let's cut some butter, this time on a cutting board. You're gonna need 2 tablespoons. So just go ahead, set those 2 aside, put the rest up. Now, to make your roux, which is spelled Roux for some reason, you're gonna want to take 2 tablespoons of butter, drop that right on in. See how it sizzles, hear it cry. I don't know why you want it to cry. You're gonna lower the heat a bit, just so it doesn't burn like... Why am I a failure? It burned again. Now, to make your roux, once your butter is all melted, you're gonna want to put about 2.5 tablespoons of flour in. Put that, there we go. And then finally, just that. Then, we're gonna want to take our spoon, mix that around until our roux is nice and roux-like, because I've never made a roux, I've never made mac and cheese that wasn't Kraft. So you're gonna want to use 3 cups of milk for your roux. It's not a roux anymore because you already made the roux. This is so much milk. That was 4 cups. I'm done. Oh well. We're just gonna pour in a bit less.
I can drink some of it.
Oh my god. Slowly, I think I'm supposed to actually be stirring it too. So our actual camera died, so we're switching to my phone. But either way, you're gonna wanna add 3 cups of milk to your roux and then just stir that constantly. We're about to add the cheese, and as you can see, the noodles are still boiling. So we'll get right back to it. 2 cups of sharp cheddar, so just go ahead and measure that out. If it's not more thick, all that's fine, it's okay. Just keep going until you think, don't mind the cheese falling everywhere. Now you're gonna want 1/2 cup of grated Parmesan. I didn't know this was grated because I'm an idiot. Where's the cup? There it is.
You good, homie?
Alright, there you go. 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese. Now, add your cheeses to the milk mixture. I'll try to make this nice and artistic. Probably not gonna do too much. You're gonna want to continue to stir until it's nice and thick, we're gonna go ahead and add in the real cheese. The real Spectre. I was supposed to add that gradually, but it all fell out. That's fine. Just keep stirring that cheese. It's gonna get a bit thick, but don't worry. Everyone loves a thick mac. I mean cheese. Just keep stirring. It's so hot. You're gonna wanna put on your weapon warmers. Grab your good old pot of hot mac and pour those puppies into the colander, draining out that water. It's so steamy. Now you're gonna wanna preheat your oven to 350. Now you're gonna wanna put your macaroni into a large casserole dish, and then in a minute we're gonna pour the cheese sauce into it and then bake it for however many minutes. I haven't checked.
Harris, have you ever done this recipe before?
Nope, and it shows. Now you're gonna wanna pour the cheese mixture all over your mac. I don't know about you, but that looks bomb. Now that your mac and cheese is done, you're gonna wanna pop it into the oven for about 30 minutes. Come on over. This is so hot on my hands. I don't know if there's gonna be enough room. Oh well. Throw that in the oven for about 30 minutes. That's not. I know how my house works. Now that your mac and cheese is done, go ahead and turn off the timer. Then, pull it out of the oven. Look at that. A delicious mac and cheese dish. Let's take a bite. That's good.
I like to stop what I was doing just so I could record.